and also a lot of times you'll have third-party tools for monitoring that exist outside of the offering of the cloud provider, because the cloud providers are giving a lot of data, but the data is based off of what works against everyone, but not against every use case. So sometimes you will have to have third-party monitoring or analytics of your own system. So yes, you can use Amazon as an example. Yes, you can use CloudWatch. Yes, you can use all those other tools, but then you've got other things which are pulling data differently from a different point of view, which either complements or just replaces what a cloud provider would give you as metric information.
Like yours.
Splunk is a great offering. Datadog is also a great offering. To me, it all comes out to what data you feed it.
Mm-hmm.
Having good APM within your application set, letting your application log as much as you can relative to the benefits that's coming out of it. Then you can harvest that data within like Splunk and Datadog, Dynatrace, et cetera, et cetera. And so then you can work on that observability. I think sometimes that caveat is, oh, we have the set of applications, we need to create a better SIEM on that. We spend a lot of money, implement it, there it is, then something bad happens. Then we kind of go, why? Well, because the application itself never really put out good information to begin with. You can collect it all day long, you can analyze it all day long, but if the raw data is not true, then what's the point? So I think it comes down to your engineering organization and level of excellence that they have of dumping out as much data as possible, which gives you that ability to observe when you cannot observe on the OS level, on the network level.
I appreciate that. And then I'll just ask one last thing. If it really comes down to your own ability to collect the right data, but all of these can do the job, is there an issue then on TCO and total cost? We've heard a lot of complaints about Splunk's ingestion model because you don't know what to cut. Like you said, you want to analyze all of it. But Elastic can do it more cheaply. New Relic's willing to give it away to try to get into this space. So how important is cost when you start looking at that?
Cost is always a big deal. Splunk is changing their ingest model to retention model. Mm-hmm. They definitely have make some changes going on. But it's also the age of the data, where specifically for cloud-hosted systems, I'm trying not to point out names, but again, everyone knows you got Datadog, you got Splunk Cloud, and you've got some other ones. Is how long do you want that data? The longer you want it, more expensive it becomes.
Right.
And sometimes it's just not a very simple flat angle. It's a flat trajectory. It's a simple. It can be a very aggressive increase of pricing. And specifically now dealing with looking at how the CrowdStrike situation occurred, maybe 3 months worth of data is not beneficial to find out what occurred 6 months ago. Mm-hmm. And you dropped off you kept your data for only 3 months thinking, we should find out. Then like, no, and infiltration happened 6 months earlier. You don't have any of those logs. So you have to determine what is the true cost of maintaining that data so that you can go back and have a proper retrospective of when something went wrong. Because last thing you want to do as a company with customers saying, yes, something occurred, but we don't know when because our logs didn't go back more than 3 months.